Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. We're going to be doing some more watercolor painting. I have my canvas material. It's on a pad. We have an artist sponge, watercolor paints, they're in palettes, and this is non-toxic. And we also have professional artist brushes. And you need color pencils. You don't have to have color pencils from an art supply store, but you do need color pencils to match the colors within your painting. I'm just going to move this camera, hopefully better. I can get the view. And you need to have a line drawing. What a line drawing is basically the outline. Say it's like an apple. You're just doing the circular part for the apple. You have the stems and the leaves, and that's it. And then you're going to paint the rest in. If you don't have a prop and you have an imagination, of course, that's even better. But most people usually need props, and don't copy the prop. And next off, if you can't draw, just do a computer printout. Do several layers with your paint, and make sure you don't put too much water. And if you don't have white, usually you don't in the sets, you do need to use a liquid white, just in a little tube. It was a beautiful day today in West Orange, New Jersey. A little chilly, but still, beautiful. Sunny. It was a little cool, but not cold, that's for sure. And it was great, just taking walks with my puppy, Platinos. Platinos is here right now. Whenever you paint what you enjoy. Don't paint, what I'm doing. I'm doing tall buildings, but, you got to paint what you enjoy. And that will come out the best. And when you paint, just make sure that you let a part dry before you go to the next section. Don't, just keep putting on paint. You have to just let it dry and go to another section. Turn your page so you're not going to be leaning on it and spreading the paint more. you know, things always seem to happen for a reason. If things don't sometimes work out, something better is going to. And that definitely happened this weekend. Definitely. So if something goes wrong, just realize that it was meant to happen and something better will. So just think positive thoughts if something goes wrong. Just think that something was better to come along. Always do light colors first when you're painting. Makes it easier. The dark colors don't bleed into your other paints. The only exception would be the water. Sometimes, you put the dark down and then you're going to need to put a little more accent with white or whatever, and that's fine when you're blending. But generally, because the water, it can look shadowy and all that, but you can't be doing that with the rest of your painting because then it will bleed into it and then you'll have to do more layers. The water you can. And remember, make it big shadows because whatever's up there is going to be down here the reverse way, and you're going to have more shadows stretched out because the water, when it's moving, is stretched out. It's fast moving, so whatever shadow is coming, it's going to be stretched out from the water movement, the movement. Platinos, if you want to come up here, say hello to everybody. He's taking a nap. It's just owl day. It was good weather, so he was out. But I don't know if he's going to get up. Lately now the weather is so good, he doesn't want to stay in. Can't blame him. Excuse me. Bar speaking. Goodbye. you know, I just can't believe I keep getting these calls for accepting funding, but you get their loans, and you have to pay them back. And I would not accept funding, that you have to pay back for an organization. And they keep trying to get me to accept funding, and I'm, constantly getting these calls. And I can't, just take myself, I feel, off the list, because I want, good sales calls that come in that, I can work with organizations or something, and I'm not going to take myself off the list of everything. But I get barraged with that. And I wouldn't, for an organization, ever. Just telling people out there, if you're doing an organization, take loans for that. I wouldn't. Maybe for a business, you want to take a loan, that's fine. But I would not do it for an organization. You want to know that you don't have to worry your funding is steady, that, you're not getting yourself in trouble. You don't want that. And I wouldn't do a loan either unless you really were more established. Just to take it right away and you don't have everything in play. I wouldn't even do it for a business. Well, I hope everybody has good luck with doing any business venture. And if you're running an organization, of course, even more so. I wish you all the best. But you got to be careful with taking loans, and also be careful. I would never do. They keep calling about doing a charge service with our organization, and I wouldn't do it. Especially now, there's so much fraud going on. I would not do it. I have online things from my business account. Our online business, I have a charge service, but that's it. I don't have it for our charity. I'd be so careful because there's so much fraud going on. So that's something I wouldn't do ever, or recommend to do it. Not for an organization. I don't even accept checks online. It would have to be mailed to me, and it would have to be for our organization, made out to artist Barbara L. Sue Fine Art Studio. I don't get involved with accepting any payment online. I put that in my bylaws years ago, and I'm sticking with that. I'm never changing that. Anyway, I hope everyone has good success rate if they're doing a organization or a business. Be very careful who you deal with. Check everything out. And you don't need a charge card for a business. You have a business account, you can get bills going through unlimited. If anything happens where somebody overcharges you or something, it goes through. when you have a business account. Don't let a bank talk you into that. The bank did not tell me that they put through all the checks and they said, gee, say you ever run short, you'll be able to have your charge card. And I didn't know. And I learned the hard way. My online company for my domain double billed me. I had mentioned this many months ago. And they wouldn't change it back. They double billed my checking account and they double billed with my charge account, which they had on file. They said they just wanted it on file for in case anything ever happens with our checking account. And I didn't realize that the unlimited bills can go through. So they kept charging me, the online domain company, until my credit card just overmaxed. I couldn't change it back. I kept calling them, asking to put it on my checking, which I had money in, but I couldn't pay it off the charge card because, they kept billing, and I would be paying it, but, the fees that associated with a charge card, it kept mounting up. So finally, I did call and threatened. I said, look, if you don't take this off and start charging my checking account, I can't use this anymore. I'll have to report it. And they're international, so I have to report it to International Online Better Business Bureau. And they immediately changed it back. I didn't threaten before because I went front page Google for free after 5 weeks. It really was a great site, but they messed up. And they wanted my site. They actually asked me, they wanted my site. They said, oh, we'll take over your site. I go, oh, no, you're not taking over my site. I have money in my account. I just, couldn't pay off the charge, but, I have money in my account to pay every month, and I want my site. And I got it back. But it almost was disaster. This happened several months ago, and it's a miracle. Everything worked out. But never do a charge card with your business account. You don't need it. I was misled by a bank. And it's just a miracle that they changed everything back and they didn't lose my domain. And it was a nightmare. I could have, really, really, I was up there with the Google front page, and I'm losing my, place as far as, the search engines go. I really had a, great score online, and, they took it off the internet, our business, for a while. Just a few weeks, but a few weeks dropped me down in rating, not having it, up and running. So it was horrible. And I'm just thankful that everything returned. So be careful out there. You don't need a charge account with your business account. You truly don't. You can have a service online for charge, but you don't need a charge card for your business account. Oh, my son today decided that he's going to be with me doing this, health food capsules, and we're going to give, every time someone buys one bottle, we're going to give to people that are cancer patients one bottle for free. So this is going to be something, that we're going to help these people, because cancer is so devastating, and this health food is what is going to cure. I mean, besides what the treatments they're going through, but this will, definitely, I feel, save most lives. I mean, I just hope it's not too late for, some of the people. Some people wait, don't go to the doctor, don't get treatment, don't eat the right foods, smoking or whatever it is. And they know that they're not supposed to, but they do it. But I do feel the majority of the people will be able to save their lives. I'm really excited. So it's going to be a new business. We share a store, and it's going to be a new positive business to help people in the world, most importantly, and a good business for us. We first did organic food, and not one person bought. Oh, in our area, in West Orange, New Jersey. If we were in California, people are health, food people. They would have, not in West Orange, New Jersey, or surrounding areas. But this is now natural herbs, and this is, food. It's really food. I mean, it's in capsule form, but it's food, and living a healthy life, everybody needs that. So we're not going to get rich by giving one away, but look, we're going to help the world, and that's all that matters. So if people want to, call in, inquire about this health food, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. And truly, it will keep you healthy. And if even if you don't have any problems, it will keep you from getting problems. And if you do have any health issues, it will be, curing your health issues. Putting some brown with white, making beige. So I hope and pray you don't need, that you don't have any health issues, and that this will keep you from getting health issues. And you can't taste it. So, I mean, if you don't like, taking certain herbs, they have, a taste to it, you're not going to be tasting anything. I've taken the capsule, and I know I, cannot detect any of the taste, because I've tasted the liquid ones, and I didn't care for some of them. But this, you're not going to be tasting it. So that's great. That's why we decided to put in capsule form. And we have a machine and everything, and so it's easy to do, cleanly. And I'm just so thankful that we can help people. Like I said, we're doing this to help people in the world. Not about getting rich. We're going to give one away for free for every time someone buys. Give them to the cancer patients. That's first. I made tarragon chicken for the first time, and I put the recipe on LinkedIn, so if anybody wants to see it. And it was also on Twitter, too. But there's only so many words you can put, so it was sort of cut off. All the ingredients was there, but, the instructions was cut off, so you have to see it on LinkedIn. I'll tell you, that chicken was so tender. That tarragon tenderizes the chicken. Oh, gosh, delicious. And what a taste. I always heard about tarragon chicken, and I never had it. And I was always curious, what is that? And boy, was that great. And this is my own original recipe. I didn't follow anything else. And it is so good. So easy to make, too. But it's interesting how it tenderizes it without you having to tenderize the chicken itself, by doing chopping and all. It just was so soft. Even when I reheated the chicken, it was still so soft. Bought some new spices too, other things, and you'll see it in the recipe that I listed. Oh, so yummy. Tonight I'm making some turkey, so I have cut up turkey. And I'm going to make some of the spices too. I've gotten all new things. Like I said, herbs definitely help you. So we're buying all the greatest herbs that you can get out there. Excuse me. I was up so early today. My puppy wanted to go out very early in the morning. We'll go out soon, Platinos, again. You need to go in your cage. I have his training cage always with paper, just in case he ever has to. When as a puppy, you know, I still have to make sure. Sometimes they get sick. They can't help. It's wise to have a training cage today, especially if you're a busy person, as me. Now it's like 3 layers. I got 2 more to go. 1 way to go here. The sky and the water. And then I have to put the colored pencils. I said, you need color pencils. So there's still quite a bit left to do. Oh, and forgive me for being a little late, but the show would not go on today on Google Hangouts. It took me a while. I kept pushing my name, Barbara Sue, trying to get the link, and not one link came up for my show. Is the only way I can get on, because now I'm not using my computer, I'm using my son's. And I kept trying, and I tried every conceivable way, and finally it just popped up finally, but it wasn't coming up when I did Barbara Sue. It would not lead into Google Hangouts. It just was, giving me Google Plus page, but not giving me the Hangouts. So I can't wait till we get our new laptop, which will be soon. My son he decided he was not going to take that loan online. He's going to go back to the bank that he spoke to. His friend went away on vacation in Europe, so he couldn't meet with the person because the bank didn't have that person available, and the person didn't leave the information, and it was a nightmare. The guy had to take off, so he was going to do the thing online, but he found out it was going to cost more than he anticipated when they finally got back to him. Much more. Would have been like 18%, and the other way was only 8%, so, interest. So he decided he's waiting 2 more weeks. So then, until that goes through, it might be another week. So it'll be about 3 weeks. Then I can get my other computer. And I won't be going through this, hopefully, the new computer. I think it's because my computer doesn't work, and then I'm using someone else's. I'm not getting right access. It would always be accessed if it was right on my computer, but this is not being accessed. It's how it works with Google Plus. I don't know why, but it should be that I just have access from my son's computer, but I'm not getting access. I don't know why. It won't pop up when you see Barbara L. Sue. It doesn't go Google Hangouts. I had to keep going and looking for a link. And it was fine. So it's been fine. It hasn't been like this. Today was the worst. I'm going to go back to, you see the water there, so now I'm doing, go back to the sky. Now it's dry. Turning it around. What you have to do, you can't keep working on the same area. But it's interesting that it doesn't link in. I just can't figure out why it doesn't link in, but it doesn't. If I went on my computer when it was working on Barbara L. Sue, it goes right into it, into the link, but this is not linking. It goes up, my son's, I have to search for it. And today was the worst. I didn't have, I went to go my, mail and everything, and my mail it says it was all red, which I didn't even read the mail. So I don't know how it was all red if I didn't read it. So nothing came up to get me into the link of Google Hangouts. I just kept searching every conceivable way, and finally it popped up. Because I have pages for artist Barbara L. Sue, I have pages for Parental World Knowledge. I had to put it under Barbara L. Sue because I had a hacker, and I could not get access to using the other page with Google Hangouts, Parental World Knowledge. So I don't know what is going on, but why it was so difficult, but it was. I hope nobody else is going through this. Couldn't even get into the link to get on the show. Just kept pushing it back and forward, until I got some kind of old mail coming through that I already read. Well, it's a good thing once I worked computers for a living, so I'm able to figure out these things. I can't technically put things together on a computer, but I could do, very simple hookups, but I can't do, a lot of building and, changing the computer and working with the inner gears and things of the computer. I can't do that, but I can figure out the computer. That I'm great at. And they finally changed my picture. My phone is not working so good, the iPhone 6. I got one, a lemon, definitely. And I never took it back because my father was dying at the time. And I went past the 2 weeks, so they're not going to take back the phone. Unless it breaks. I mean, then they have to take it back because I have a contract for insurance. But it just wouldn't let me take a picture. It was always out of focus. It would take hours. Well, I just got around to it and did a new picture. And so I changed it finally on the profile. I would change it more often and update it. But like I said, it takes 2 hours or more to do one picture. It's just that it's out of focus. You can't even see, it either black the screen when I take the picture or it's so out of focus. It's interesting. I can take picture of food, but when it comes to taking a face picture, it won't work. LeVar speaking. Yeah, you got me at a bag time. Excuse me. Yes, sorry. That was a recording. It's interesting. This was just this was a recording, and it was a robot, and very polite. And somebody on LinkedIn was mentioning a company. Do you think that robots could be trusted for doing business, like something important? And I said, look, if they're advanced robots, yes, because then the human factor's not there. Like if we have a human factor of being concerned about something and we could be upset, that is not there with the robot. They're not with the human emotions. So of course they could be trusted. They are even now trusting automobile companies, trusting the robots to drive the car as opposed to humans. And cars are out there already that can drive themselves, and they don't have the human factor. The human factor is actually worse than the robot. The robot is more reliable. They're not going to have an accident. I knew a woman once that was a psychologist I met who had her mind on what she was doing and helping people, and she wasn't focusing on the road, and she hit the car my father and I were in many years ago. And you see, this is a person that's a psychologist. She's supposed to have a strong mind, and yet she's focusing on the problems of her patient, and she hit our car and totaled the car. So if a robot was driving that car, that would have happened. No human factor. It would have been no accident. If it's an advanced robot. I'm not talking about the ones that aren't advanced. There are some that aren't programmed enough that they couldn't do that. But the ones that are advanced, and yes, I admit, they are better than us. And I'm very thankful that they're coming out with robots to drive, because there's certain people that shouldn't be driving. They shouldn't be. If they can't focus on the road, or say their health isn't good and they can't focus on the road, or they're just physically incapable of driving that car, yeah, a robot would be better. So my answer to that was yes, robots can be better. They can be trusted. It is so crazy to think that, that they can't be. And there's the human factor. Human emotion can affect us with our driving, with our work, so we need to put that aside and do, focus on our work. But, we're only human. Personally, I don't even know why they asked the question, because, obviously, the answer was very clear. If you get emotional and you can't always focus on, you can't, put aside your problems, you're going to be making errors. Now, I can do energy scans, and I can put aside my problems and just focus on somebody and their problems. So, but not everybody can do that. Not everybody is an energy prayer healer. Very rare for a person to be able to do that. Just totally focus on everything in business or whatever it is you're doing, unless you do have that skill of energy prayer healer. And by the way, if anyone wants a free energy prayer healing, all you have to do is donate $5. $5. And you can get that. You can get also an art and poetry lesson. You can get an antique piece of jewelry if you prefer not the prayer healing. And you can also get, see the water down there. It's out of focus. I hope you can see it. You can also get a camera, a digital camera I'm giving. For anyone who donates $5, you have a chance to be that one lucky person. So give us a call, 973-736-1637. Get your Shop for a Cause ticket for the $5, and you can get all that I just mentioned. The prayer, healing, or if you prefer the antique piece of jewelry. We have great bracelets and different things. And if you want an art lesson or a poetry lesson, and you might be that one lucky person getting that digital camera. So for $5, give us a call, and you can come get your lesson, pick up your ticket, and get whatever you want. Or you can wait for your lesson, and you can wait for your energy scan for a year. You still have a year to use it, and there's no gimmick. You don't have to sign up for anything else. So That great, just $5, you're getting all that. Why? Because we want to increase people doing art. This is why I do my art reality show for free. Get people to do art. It will save our society. People, we're losing all the architects. We're losing the engineers. It's getting to be less and less. And you can check all the statistics. And the worst unemployment is in the field of all these things. The worst unemployment. Architects, they have the worst, highest unemployment. And so, and it's not just here, it's in Europe they're having lack. They're contacting us for their architects and all. Terrible what's going on. You know, the criteria for calling somebody from the United States, they have to be lacking in employable people. So they're lacking in all the tech, positions. They're lacking, and they're contacting us for the architects or whatever, engineers. So obviously there is a lack. Otherwise they wouldn't be able to do it. There's laws that protect, you can't be asking for people out of the country unless you have a criteria that you are lacking these people. This is why I'm giving these free lessons. Well, I say a miraculous healing prayer for everybody in the world. Good peace, good spirit, good health, good strength. Amen. God heals 100%. I just do the prayer. You could dab on, if you don't want to make little strokes, you can dab on an area if you need to, like I'm doing now for the water. I'm going to be trying to make a herb stuffing tonight with the kamut flour and kamut hot cereal. I'm going to see how this comes out. I've never made it with that. I'm going to try. I'm going to put a lot of herbs. I have all the new herbs. I can't wait to do this. There's going to be some dinner. And then I have quinoa. It's different flavorings, herbs in it. I'm going to be using that tonight too. Okay, so I got my water. And I wish everybody good night, good day, depending on where you are. And I just hope and pray that you have all good things in your life. There shouldn't be, any health issues, whatever. But like I said, if you need the energy scan, give us a call, 973-736-1637. It can change your entire life. It will increase your focus. It's going to increase your energy. And you truly, if you have these health issues, or you have even some troubling things, say from work, say your boss or somebody from the office is bothering you, why should you live your life like that? It's aggravating you. You want to stay at your job, I would, go for the energy scan. Just all it is that I'm pinpointing what's wrong, praying with you. God heals 100%. It's that simple. And it doesn't take me knowing. I don't even have to know. I don't have to say, you don't have to say what physically is wrong with you. I pinpoint, and I'm just clearing your chakras in your area. Chakras are just what makes everything circulate and flow. And if it's not circulating and flow, there's blockage. And that blockage could be either your mind or your physical body that's not working. So it can make a whole big difference in your life. So please, and no matter what age you are, it could be affecting you. There are people that are in their teens, they play sports and they don't make it through. They die, God forbid. There are people that have heart attacks. They're in their 20s. I mean, you don't necessarily, you're even younger sometimes. It doesn't matter your age factor. It matters how your health and your mind is working. And if those chakras are blocked, you need it unblocked. All right, Kay, well, thank you so much for listening and for watching. And please, keep tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And please keep referring people. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night or day. Bye now.